Hi students, today we are here with a new chapter. It is a small poem, The Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes. Before entering to this chapter, let me give a small introduction about the writer Ted Hughes. Edward James Hughes was an English poet, translator, and children's writer. Critics frequently rank him as one of the best poets of his generation and one of the 20th century's greatest writer. Let me give an introduction about the poem. The poem presents just a commonplace sense of a mother bird returning to her nest to feed her young ones. The maternal instincts makes her cover long distances to join her family. The little ones recognize their mother by her voice. They start making sudden noise as though a steam engine has been started up. This is how nature works to keep all the species alive and multiply. The next on the laburnum tree top comes alive with activity and noise for a while. The airy silence is startled. All of the sudden, the whole tree trembles with excitement. But as soon as the goldfinch flies away, the tree sinks into the old silence again. Whenever we learn this chapter, poems and all, we must know about the poem. And we must think many things about the poem. When we read poem, first we see the title here and we read the title of the poem. What are the things will be coming to our mind? That is very important to study. What comes to my mind when I read the title of the poem, The Laburnum Top? Immediately I start thinking about the tree. Laburnum is a flower-giving tree. Flowers are beautiful falling flowers. So it is about the tree, and the second word is top. Now I think that the poet might be thinking about the top of the laburnum tree. When we read the poem, we always predict and guess. We should not depend upon words in isolation. Now let me see the summary of the poem. The poem starts with the descriptions of the laburnum tree whose top was still and silent. Its leaf has turned yellow and seeds has fallen down. It was a daytime in the month of September when the tree was standing still and death-like. The lifeless tree becomes alive by the arrival of the goldfinch bird. She came to feed her young ones who are on the thickness of the branch. The tree is her shelter. She arrives at the end of the branch with the chirping sound. She further moves to the other sides of the branch with rapid and precautionary movements like a lizard. As soon as she arrives, her younger one starts chirping like a machine and vibrating and flapping their wings. The death-like tree becomes alive and it trembles and shakes. After feeding them, she flies to the other side of the branch. Her dark-colored face with the yellow body was barely visible as they vanished behind the yellow leaves. She flew away in the sky, leaving the tree death-like again. Now we are coming to the chapter. The first stanza is like this. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves allowing all its seeds fallen. What is the meaning of laburnum? Laburnum means a short tree with the hanging branches, yellow flowers, and poisonous seeds. When we think about the meaning and explanation of these lines, let me explain about this stanza. In the above lines, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. The tree's top is still and silent in the daytime of September month. It is autumn season and all the seeds of the tree had fallen. You see that seeds will be fallen, and after that we can see that when autumn season comes, the trees will be filled with flowers. Then we can see the yellowish color of this tree. The poet has used the word yellow for leaves and sunlight. Yellow symbolizes silence, death, and beauty. He describes the whole sense of the tree with this color. Now coming to the next stanza. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startment at a branch end, then sleeks as a lizard and alert and abrupt. She enters the thickness and a machine starts up of chittering and a tremor of wings and trillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Here we have many difficult words. We must understand the meaning of the difficult words, then only we can proceed the lines. What is the meaning of goldfinch? It's a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. Goldfinch. Meaning of twitching, sudden jerk movement. Next, chirp. A bird making repeated high-pitched sound. When you get up early morning, if you keenly listen, you can hear this kind of sound. Chirping sound you can hear from the birds. Next one, startlement. Feeling or showing sudden shock. That is startlement. Next, abrupt, rapid, sudden. Chittering, to make a chattering sound. Again, this is also kind of a sound of bird. Tremor of wings, involuntary vibration of the wings. Next, thrilling means to produce a chirping sound. Trembles, to shake. Thrills, a sudden feeling of excitement. That is called thrills. Now let us come to the explanation of these lines. A goldfinch bird comes to end the death-like sense of the tree and makes a sudden chirrup sound. The bird, while being rapid, alert and precautions like a lizard, sits on the branches of the tree. As she moves towards the thickness of the branch, her younger one started chirping and doing vibrations with the wings, making a sound like a machine. Because of the movement of the bird and her young ones, the tree starts to shake and thrill. Till that the tree was like a dead tree. When the goldfinch bird came, you see that what is the difference taken place in that tree. The tree like an alive tree. The poet has given two opposite scenarios of the tree. The tree first being death-like and still, and then giving life and shelter to bird and her young ones. You see, and this tree is giving the shelter to the bird and her young ones. Again, we are coming to the next lines. It is the engine of her family. She stocks it full, then flirts out to the branch end, showing her buried face, identity mask. Here, flits out means lead on to. Stocks, to add fuel of the engine. Buried, strippy. Let us come to the explanation for these lines. The laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird is the engine of her family. She provides food to her young ones and moves to the other branch end. Her dark colored striped face is visible as her body is yellow colored and hides behind the yellow leaves of the tree. Again, we are coming to the next lines. Then, with the airy, delicate, whistle chirp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. What is the meaning of airy? Means varied and strange. Whistle chirps, gentle whisper like the chirping of the bird. Subside, diminishes. Subside means diminishes. Here, the explanation will be given like this. After reaching the end of the branch, the bird makes a sweet chirping sound just like whispering and flies away towards the infinite sky. It again makes the laburnum tree silent and death-like. Here you see, children, here the chapter is over. It's a beautiful chapter speaking about the laburnum top, that is a tree, and the bird which has come to make their shelter on that tree. Thank you so much.